Welcome to Portsmouth Now. I'm your host, Rob Lauer. It's August, the last full month of summer, but here in Hampton Roads, we still have months of warm weather ahead. Plenty of time for boating, picnics, hiking, and other outdoor activities. On today's show, we're going to look at outdoor venues here in Portsmouth, old and a brand new one, that are perfect for these kind of activities. And we're going to get a sneak peek at what you can expect at this year's Seawall Art Show. All of that is coming up right now on this episode of Portsmouth Now. Welcome to Portsmouth Now. I'm here today in Portsmouth City Park, the city's oldest and largest park. It's located in the area of the Simonsdale and Olive Branch neighborhoods, and it offers a spectacular view of the western branch of the Elizabeth River. The park is open year-round, from dawn to dusk, and it offers a 3-pier boat ramp, a sailboat launch, and a small watercraft beach. For those who are more athletically inclined, there's also the Links, a 9-hole golf learning center with a lighted driving range and natural putting course. And there are lighted tennis courts. For the kids, there's a state-of-the-art playground and the Pokey Smoky Railroad. Those who love the beauties of nature can stroll through the shade and quiet of the lovely Friendship Gardens. The park also has meeting rooms available, an amphitheater, and 3 picnic shelters that can be reserved in advance between March and the end of October. The park is a perfect location for a wedding or a reception, and the city has special rental packages available. For more information on the shelter reservations and wedding packages, simply call the Portsmouth Department of Parks and Recreation at 393-8481. City Park may be Portsmouth's oldest and largest park, but this summer, in June, the city officially opened its newest park and its second largest park. Paradise Creek Nature Park officially opened to the public on Saturday, June 22nd. But it's been in the works for years. The Elizabeth River Project spearheaded the event to reclaim and restore 40 acres of forest and creek habitat right in the heart of urban Hampton Roads. And the folks there have worked extensively with the City of Portsmouth, the Virginia Port Authority, as well as local and state foundations and businesses, too numerous to name at the time we have here. Our cameras were present on Friday, June 21st for a special unveiling of the park to local and state VIPs, including Portsmouth Mayor, the Honorable Kenneth Wright, who offered his thoughts on the occasion.
Good morning. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here as mayor of this historic port city located right here in the heart of Hampton Roads. I bring a heartfelt greeting from our entire city council and the Portsmouth family. Delighted and very special to be here today to be able to participate in this grand opening. Just look around. I see about 18 years worth of dreaming. A dream that grew from a clear vision with quite a few champions. To Marjorie and her team, you've done yourselves and this city proud. To everyone who helped create it, this remarkable park, I want to personally say thank you. You should be very proud of what you've accomplished. Very few people can say that they've had a hand in creating a place that offers peace and escape from a chaotic world that helped build stronger families and create wonder and an understanding of our natural world. Paradise Creek Nature Preserve and its success has been through a shared dream, a common vision, and with input from citizens, from the Elizabeth River Project, from the Port Authority, the Paradise Creek Committee, and the City of Portsmouth. The passion for this vision has attracted a strong, talented, and diverse team of willing volunteers who divided a monumental task into logical, if not bite-sized, phases. This is an outstanding facility that enhances not only the City of Portsmouth, but the entire Hampton Roads region. This park provides a rare opportunity to enjoy a restored Elizabeth River and will teach generations to come what it takes to bring back the health of an urban river. Today, we're looking at a place where memories will live and be made for generations. A place where families will draw closer, a place where families can escape from the pace of a frantic workday, and a place where children can learn the value of the basic things in life. So on behalf of every citizen in Portsmouth, I offer a heartfelt thank you to everyone who has worked to make this day possible. Today, you bear witness to the celebration of a park that will likely be unparalleled here during your lifetime. Be proud, take ownership, protect this place, and above all, have fun. Thank you, and may God continue to bless you in the great city of Portsmouth.
So to me, the most important thing that you've done here with this new park is tell a story that is important not just to Portsmouth, not just to Hampton Roads, but really nationwide at least. As we all are moving to cities, hardly anybody lives on the farms anymore. We're in urban areas and we're on urban rivers. And this park tells the story, what does it take to restore an urban river? And one thing it takes is cities like Portsmouth who have the courage to do something like this. But another thing is the industries that Bruce mentioned that are surrounding this park. I don't think you're going to go to another nature park and take in the sights of industries all around it, the silos, the cranes, and know that they not just have given money maybe to the park, but at their own sites, they're reducing pollution, they're restoring habitat. Projects like Wheelabrator just down the street that spent something like $60 million to upgrade an old plant and, for one thing, important thing, make sure it doesn't pollute the Elizabeth River. Or like Norfolk Naval Shipyard just over the creek, which made our ships and repaired them through the wars and used to use this creek to store the sandblast grit. They have removed that sandblast grit, they have planted beautiful wetlands, created a 77-acre wildlife mecca. It's not part of the park, but it's part of the story. It's what does it take to restore an urban river.
There was music to celebrate the opening.
Inch by inch and row by row, I'm gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. And inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Let's try it, inch by inch. Inch by inch, row by row, row by row, I'm gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch. And inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Warm them from below. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down.
And then it was on to the ribbon cutting.
Several pieces, nothing touches the ground. Catch it, right? On the count of three. All right, now inch by inch, where's our guy? I love that. 1, 2, 3, hey!
Opening day of Paradise Creek was filled with special activities, and we were right there with our cameras. When we come back, we'll share with you the events of that day, and we'll talk to some of the people who worked to make Portsmouth's newest and second largest park a reality. So, stay tuned, we'll be right back.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Ready or not, here I come.
Take time to be a dad today.
Daddy, I'm gonna find you.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
In 1990, in Severn, Maryland, the daughter of a clergyman was discovered by a music industry insider while pumping gas at a service station. The odds of her getting signed and spending 11 weeks at #1 on the U.S. singles charts? 1 in 19 million. The odds of this former church choir singer going on to sell 40 million records? 1 in 15 million. The odds of the same woman winning 6 Grammy Awards and starring in 2 Broadway plays? 1 in 75 million. The odds of this musician and performer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 110. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Welcome back to Portsmouth Now. We're going to look at Paradise Creek Nature Park, the city of Portsmouth's newest and second largest park. This summer, on Saturday, June 22nd, Paradise Creek officially opened to the public with a day of special events to highlight the unique aspects of the park. We were there with our camera, and we talked to Joe Rieger, the Deputy Director of the Elizabeth River Project, to find out more about some of the events taking place that day.
Today we are out here at Paradise Creek Nature Park, which is a 40-acre nature park here in Portsmouth. It is going to be Portsmouth's second largest city park, and one of a unique park because it has, it's all about nature. It has a number of different cool habitats out here. You have an 11-acre wetland that was restored this past year. You have meadow areas like you see behind me, and you have some unique wooded areas, about 20 acres of wooded areas. Today we're out here at the grand opening on June 22nd, and we're doing a bio blitz, which is basically an intensive search for as many species of insects, fish, birds that we can find. This morning we started out with a bird count, and we saw a number of unique birds. We saw a marsh hawk, we saw some really cool herons, and we had ODU out here doing bird banding, and they caught a indigo bunting, which is a small little purple bird that's pretty cool. We also set fish nets at the mouth of the creek, and what we're going to do is the nets are set, and then we set them at high tide, and at low tide we'll go back and fish them and look at all the different species of fish that we're finding. Last time we did the survey on Paradise Creek, in the creek itself, we caught 18 species of fish, which is really cool. A lot of people don't realize that the river has so much life in it. We're getting ready to start out on, we're also going to be doing an insect survey, which is starting here in a few minutes, and we're also going to be doing a benthic survey, which is basically looking at the critters in the mud. And then we're going to follow up with a tree survey, and lastly, looking at the fish. We'll be fishing the nets. Paradise Creek Nature Park is unique in that it's an oasis in our urban city. And you come out here, and I can guarantee you, you will see all kinds of wildlife when you come out. It's just chock full of different critters.
If you were to pick one person as the leader in the creation of Paradise Creek, everyone would agree that it's Marjorie Mayfield Jackson, the Executive Director of the Elizabeth River Project. The opening of the park was the fulfillment of a dream for Marjorie. And on opening day, she was everywhere, overseeing the events of the day. Nevertheless, she took time to talk to me about the park. Marjorie, thanks for joining us today. So this is sort of the culmination of a lot of work. When did this start? When exactly was this property targeted for development like this?
Well, this is a part of the Elizabeth River called Paradise Creek, and we focused on Paradise Creek intensively starting in 2001. How could we restore this whole creek as a model for how to restore the Chesapeake Bay one creek at a time? And during the planning process, we were working with industries and citizens and government, doing all 20+ projects, and they said, if you want long-term care of this creek, you need public access. What you really need is a park. So that was about 2005 when we decided what we really needed was a park, and we had to buy the land. It's 40 acres of urban waterfront, and so it cost us $1.4 million.
Wow, now where did that money come from?
We raised it from the community. The largest donor actually was the state through some grant programs with the Virginia Department of Conservation and Recreation, and also the Virginia pilot gave $100,000.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and a lot of generous folks, and we were able to purchase the property in 2008. And then we still needed, we developed a master plan for how to develop the park. You couldn't get out here. It was just a tangle of thick vines and invasive species, and of course this wasn't a wetland, it was just an empty field where a river had been. So we needed to raise the money then for these trails. We have 2.2 miles of trails.
Wow.
And we have a green parking lot, so you couldn't park here. We couldn't have any events because nobody could even get on the property with their car. And we needed to build structures like the earthworks mound and revitalize the forests. So we raised another $1 million that is for phase 1.
Wow.
And we opened it today.
So what sorts of things did you have going on here today? I know the mayor was here walking and leading a tour, I guess, of the place?
He was doing the mayor's fitness walk, since the mayor has a huge initiative to get healthy Portsmouth.
Right.
And so this was a great opportunity. He's really proud of this new park, and he combined it with his Get Fit program and had us all hiking a mile around the new wetland.
I often pass him in Old Town as he's taking his morning hunt.
Yeah, I think he's lost at least 40 pounds, so he's a big inspiration.
That's great. Now what else? You got here earlier in the morning though.
6:30 this morning. Old Dominion University scientists were out here capturing songbirds in these nets they put up, and then they let the public come close and they hold the birds and they measure them. They're doing a scientific study of urban birds. And so they were counting the birds as part of the Bio Blitz, we call it. A Bio Blitz is from National Geographic, where you count as many species as you can in one day.
So any idea like how many species you've counted today?
There's a whole long list of birds. I don't know what they've got to yet, and they're now starting on the insects. So I'm guessing over 100 species so far.
So what can people expect when they come out here today, and any time of the year? What can they expect?
We had the official opening today, but it's actually been unofficially open for a while, and every day there's people out here just enjoying it the way you do when you're growing up and you're able to get outside, riding their bikes, just walking with their families, enjoying the wildlife. We're going to start some programming thanks to Hampton Roads Community Foundation.
Okay.
We're hiring a full-time programmer who's going to be developing outdoor classroom activities for all ages.
Wow.
But until we get that going, what we invite you to do now is just come out with your family, your friends, and enjoy nature.
And it's open all year round, every day of the week?
Oh, it's a new public park, open dawn to dusk, all year round.
Marjorie, thanks for all the work you've done, for all the fundraising all these years. That's a huge undertaking, just in itself. And good luck with everything. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule today to tell us about it.
Thank you for coming out on your Saturday morning.
I enjoyed it.
And it is the largest new park that Portsmouth has added in 25 years. So we really thank the city of Portsmouth for the vision of doing this.
Paradise Creek is open every day of the week throughout the year. To find out more about the park, simply log on to www.paradisecreekpark.org. When we come back, we'll get an advanced look at the Seawall art show, so stay tuned.
But it would be safe to keep your distance until the secret that makes you smile. Reliable sources say that chicken soup has found their way out of this dangerous, but they are returned.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
G-morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you with your friends? That's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. What'd you dream about? Something I did. Are you on your way to the mall? I'm lonely. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
Welcome back to Portsmouth Now. I'm here at Portsmouth City Park, which nearly half a century ago was the original site of an art show that for decades has been associated with another Portsmouth location. I'm talking about the annual Seawall Art Show, which this year celebrates its 43rd year on August 24th and 25th. Recently, we sat down with Martha Frances Fortson to learn more about this year's show.
We are really excited about the art show this year. The Seawall Art Show will be August 24th and 25th on that Saturday and Sunday, and it promises to be a great weekend with all proceeds of the art show going to the arts in the community. And we also heavily give to the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center, to PAC. As it stands right now, we have approximately 90 artists, and we stop right there. We have a wait list in painting, in jewelry, in fiber, and so it's exciting to have a wait list. We really do not dwell on the craft side of it. We really dwell on the arts and fine arts and that type of thing, which is just amazing when you think about something like that. It started actually, Rob, in the early 60s, and it started out at City Park, and it was put on by the JCs. And then in 1971, when the Seawall opened in the city, the people who had been putting on the show decided that it should be a premier event on the Seawall, thus it becoming the Seawall Art Show. So that first event was in actually Memorial Day weekend of 1971, and through the years it was moved from the Seawall because one year they had a situation where a storm came up very, very quickly, and a lot of the artwork went into the Elizabeth River. So the artist asked that it be pushed back a little bit. So now it hovers right around High Street Landing and the first block of High Street. And as I said, we have about 90 artists. We have entertainment, family entertainment with jazz, we have bluegrass, and we have 5 vendors, which are our favorite vendors that come every year. So again, it's going to be very exciting. 2 years ago, 2011, of course, we had the hurricane that preempted us. And so everybody was anxious to get back to Portsmouth. The artists were last year in 2012. And now, as 2013 approaches, we're very, very excited about the quality of artists that we're getting here this year. They really promise, I think, to be real. They're very talented. They love Portsmouth. They love coming back. And they're really dedicated to our show. And we have approximately 50 that return, 50 or more, which I think speaks well for a show. And we have about 35 plus new ones. Okay. So they come from all over the country. I mean, this year we have them from Texas, Florida, Maine, Wisconsin. They come from all over. And they love coming. Sometimes I wonder why somebody from Maine would leave Maine in August. But we up and down the East Coast, they've gotten very good reports about our show, and so they want to join us. We want everybody to come and join us on the 24th and 25th. Saturday is 10 to 6, and Sunday is 10 to 5. So we welcome everybody and to join us for the show.
Well, that's it for our show today. Every month there are dozens of special events taking place in parks such as this one and at locations throughout the city of Portsmouth. To find out about any of them, simply log on to www.portsvaevents.com. Then come to Portsmouth, where if you give us a day, we'll give you a vacation. I'm Rob Lauer. Join me next time for another episode of Portsmouth Now.